Well, convincing some Black Americans to change their minds on the COVID-19 vaccine will require undoing decades of medical mistrust.
A recent survey is finding Black Americans expressing higher rates of concern about getting vaccinated. Just 35% say they would not get it even if it was deemed safe by scientists. 71% are choosing to wait and see how it works for others.
A legacy of lies, the prescription for medical distrust.
Of all forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking and inhumane.
Black skepticism of a COVID-19 vaccine comes as hundreds of thousands of Americans are dying from coronavirus.
No, I'm cool. I'm not taking that.
Richard Starr says even with studies showing high efficacy rates, a shot in the arm does not reassure him.
Do you get the flu shot?
No, heck no.
You don't even do the flu shot.
I had the flu shot 3 times in my life, and 3 times that winter that I got the flu shot, I had the flu.
Dr. Lee Kirksey, a Cleveland Clinic surgeon, is talking about centuries of medical malpractice on Black bodies, like the Tuskegee experiment.
Those are the stories that we in the African American community have grown up on.
It was a 40-year test that left Black men infected with syphilis. Their symptoms, a subject of study.
It was known, of course, that in hospitals, especially in the South, that there was experimentation on people without their permission or understanding.
Trust never recovered. Dick Peary grew up hearing whispers about Tuskegee. The truth, almost too outlandish to believe. But he saw what happened with polio.
Every few years one would hit town. Kids could not play with each other. We couldn't go swimming all summer long. And everyone was scared to death.
But then, relief. With the vaccine, he sidestepped the disease.
They could put just a few drops of the vaccine on a sugar cube, and then you go and you eat the sugar cube and you're safe for the rest of your life.
In his 80s, Dick embraces science. He will get the shot for COVID-19.
I try to look at what the virologists, the experts in the area say.
And Dr. Kirksey says there's reason to trust.
There is much greater transparency right now in terms of science.
But it's likely many people won't roll up their sleeve to get it.
Until all of us feel comfortable, none of us will be comfortable.
And the NAACP hosted a virtual town hall last night, hoping to overcome those fears we're talking about. It featured Dr. Kamika Corbett. She is, by the way, a researcher at the National Institute of Health and a key scientist in the development of Moderna's coronavirus vaccine. She is imploring people to trust science.
Just because it has been rapid does not mean that there has been any level of irresponsibility in regards to this development. If you know a healthcare worker or someone on the front line who is getting the vaccine, to ask those honest questions.
Black communities among the hardest hit by this pandemic we're talking about, and in order to slow the spread of this virus and build trust, well, doctors say the conversations must continue.